Welcome back on the AM show. With wide open arms, we welcome you back. Now, this is where we get interactive with you. But some of the crucial matters we've been discussing: attacks or assaults on media, personalities and entities, but also the Achimota Forest saga. Bernice, right before we get into that, let me just announce the phone lines: 0302 211 691. Extension 2. It will be rolling at the bottom of your screen. You can call that number. But the Achimota saga. So we had Alasan Suini join the conversation, Member of Parliament for Tamale North, also on the Lands Committee of Parliament. What exactly, for maybe those who might have missed it,
yeah,
what has he been saying?
It was quite an interesting conversation. So basically for him, he wanted a few questions answered about the increase of the acreage.
Okay.
And so
from the 90 plus to over 300.
From 190, we were told.
Right.
To like 360, which we are told is
it
was almost half of the forest size, and so he's wondering why, and also the declassification bit. And then we moved on to the bit on the fact that it's not illegal to declassify.
It is not.
Achimota as a forest. So,
right.
I mean, how do we tackle it then, moving on, looking at 50, 100 years from now? And then, well, he thinks that a mass mobilization against the plans that government has will work.
And we've seen some CSOs, Arusha, Ghana, among others, massing up to do exactly that.
So, you can get a recap of that on our Facebook page. Very interesting conversation we had. And yesterday, I must mention also that Raymond Akwan Afron spoke to lawyer Kwame Jan. If you want to really understand...
Kwame Jan is an authority on a former lecturer of mine, so you don't need to preach to the choir.
So if you really want to understand this whole Achimota saga, just get onto Facebook or YouTube and look for Upfront, yesterday's edition, and also on PM Express. Evan Spencer hosted the minister. So you will just understand everything perfectly. But let's just hear what you have to say about basically what we've been discussing so far. And also, we know there's a quick update on Nkoranza. We have Superintendent Alexander Kwekwo-Obing, who is Director of Public Affairs at the Ghana Police Service, and he's been saying something about the Nkoranza incident. Let's listen to him while we wait to hear what you have to say when you call in.
Police personnel of this jurisdiction who were attacked yesterday have also been interacted with, because personnel welfare is also critical to Ghana police, and in particular their families. We are also aware the team have also been to the St. Teresa's Catholic Hospital and has visited the patient who were injured in the course of the attack yesterday. So far, when we went there, 8 of them were taken there. 1 passed on, 2 treated and discharged. There are 5 currently there. You can also see that those who engage in this despicable attack, 5 of them are arrested. We also recall that in the course of the attack, some suspects were in custody escaped. 1 of them has been captured. The rest are being pursued for recapture into lawful custody. There are a lot of intelligent operation ongoing to bring all those who were involved in this heinous attack to be forthcoming. Having said that, yesterday we all witnessed this heinous and criminal attack on this state, at least 2 state facilities in this community. The divisional police headquarters and the district police headquarters, the municipal police headquarters, where we are standing with roadblocks and burning of materials among others. And in the process, a lot of both state and private properties have been damaged. And yesterday, we witnessed it. And some are on public notices so far as your work was concerned with the
so you just had the police there on the latest on Nkoranza. Unfortunate developments there after the death of one gentleman. We're hearing different accounts. We'll wait for the police to finish its investigation, and then we'll let you know what the full story is according to the police. Then there's the later development of a young boy who passed on during the protest. His mom says he wasn't part of the protesters. He had gone to school, and so we'd also wait to hear all the updates on that one. Hopefully investigations will be concluded soon. But Benjamin and I are waiting to hear what you have to say on the big stories we've been discussing. The first one has to do with that attack on a radio station in the central region. We heard from the presenter, you could tell that this really got to him. Yeah, this really got to him. And you know, sometimes when we talk about these things, people just look at the impact on equipment, on the station itself. But you look at the human being, the emotional...
The trauma of it. You could tell at a point he was getting a bit agitated just by recalling the incident. So even in my position, trying to get him to recount, you must be sensitive, you know, to his own sensibilities. It's tricky, and no one wants to get there because they say it's happening to someone else today. Tomorrow.
And you know, it was interesting that one of your guests brought it in, the fact that we were just discussing the Press Freedom Index a couple of weeks ago, and looking at Ghana's performance and how we've deteriorated. We have Emmanuel joining us from Belgrade. Hello, Emmanuel. Let's hear what you have to say quickly, please. Hello, Emmanuel.
Yes, madam.
Great to have you on the show. Let's hear what you have to say, please.
I'm on the television. You said?
I'm saying, welcome to the AM show. Let's hear what you have to say.
Emmanuel, don't listen to us on your TV.
I'm not there.
Yes, go ahead on the phone. Don't listen to us on TV. Just go ahead with your point.
Thank you very much. Your show is very interesting.
Thank
I'm watching you, and I've been calling you many times. Today is the day you are responding to, so I'm grateful. Concerning the Nkoranza issue, I think the policeman cannot clearly about the death of the guy.
All right.
So the youth, the reaction of the youth is uncalled for. The police must also come out and then inform the public clearly about the death of that man who was arrested in the morning and then subsequently killed. And everything will become okay.
Sure. Thank you, Emmanuel. Quickly, we head to Ayarefa, where Kofi joins the program. Hello, Kofi. Let's hear you, please.
Yeah, hello. I want to submit, concerning the Nkoranza issues. Clearly, it looks like we've not learned from whatever happened at the draft. That's number one. Number two, talking about the Achimota forest. I wanted to say, even if the government has to give some portion of land back to the landowners, is it necessarily the Achimota forest? Can't they find any vast land somewhere to compensate the family?
That's an interesting question. When we get government, we definitely will pose that question and get a response.
There are legal elements in there to be considered. So it cannot just be a unilateral decision. But it's a great point that you make there. Pablo is in Wassa. Hello, Pablo. Good morning, Pablo.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay. What are your quick thoughts for us, Pablo? Hello. Can Pablo hear me? All right. We appear to be experiencing some problems. But Frank is next. Frank in Kpando. How is Kpando this morning, Frank?
It's cool.
Okay. Your quick thoughts?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Hello?
Please go ahead, Frank, with your thoughts.
My reason is I want to advise the youth of the whole Ghana that they should not be making attempt to fight against the police or the military because they are not resourced with any ammunition to fight against any grievances they have. They need to cool down and go by the court process or by a peaceful demonstration. When they are ready to attack with military or police, they are endangering their life. I will be the last person, when any demonstration of that sort will happen, I will be the last person to come out from my home. Because when I die and leave my children and my wife, my people. So I would advise the youth of the whole nation that they should think proper by joining this kind of demonstration to endangering their life. In fact, I'm so sad for what the youth are planning to be doing in this nation.
Right. Frank, thank you so much. So important point he makes there that you go out there, you're risking your life. So just try to go through the legal processes because you never know what could happen to you. Even passers-by, like we saw, 19-year-old Victor who's getting hit.
Or even if you want to do it the proper way, peacefully. Exactly. We have our last caller, TK from Techiman. Hello, let's hear you quickly. Thanks for joining the program. Too bad we lost TK.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, really bad.
TK, if you're watching us, try tomorrow to connect with us.
Definitely.
We'll see what happens.
It's now time to take a pause and get some water, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Water is life. It regulates your body temperature and, of course, keeps you alive and kicking. Awake is premium purified water treated through a strict purification process to ensure that every bottle on the market refreshes you better. We have the perfect size for every occasion. 330 and 500 ml bottles to fit your pockets and bags, like Bernice's bag, 750 ml for the heavy drinkers, and 1.5 liters for those who always want more, like. We have also introduced our special 19-liter jars for offices and homes. Now you just need to stay awake with Awake Purified Drinking Water wherever you go. So come on, grab a bottle of Awake Water and get quality hydration. Awake Purified Drinking Water, one for life. Remember, for every bottle you purchase, an amount is donated to the National Cardiothoracic Center. Now, isn't that heartwarming? It's produced by Casa Preco. For bulk purchases, please call this number, 0262 351 251.
And do you know that the income of a young entrepreneur from some selected businesses is exempt from tax for 5 years? Yes, it is. Any young entrepreneur engaged in manufacturing, information and communications technology, agro-processing, energy production, waste processing, tourism and creative arts, horticulture and medicinal plants does not need to pay income tax on these activities for their first 5 years of operation. A young entrepreneur engaged in business that enjoys an initial 5-year concession benefits from the following applicable tax rates for an additional 5 years. Accra and Tema 15%. Other regional capitals outside the 3 northern regions 12.5%. Outside other regional capitals, 10%, and the 3 northern regions, 5%. For further clarity and information, please contact your nearest GRA office, Ghana Revenue Authority, Integrity, Fairness, and Service. And it's been great serving you this morning, and we're glad that you can make time to join us. From Benjamin and myself,
it is. Ta-ta. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Take care. News Desk is next.